very soon. Let me know what we're looking at in the chat, boys. Welcome to the stream. Let's get the announcement set in. Let me know who's here in the chat. G Longs. Oh shit, this is moving nice now. Shit, this is tapped in already. Morning, everyone. Morning, everyone. Get the announcement sent in. Let me get the announcement sent in 2 secs. Everyone drop a like on the stream. Alright, let's go live on TikTok. Fucking hell, shut up, man. Amazon Prime, you annoying bastard. Morning, everyone. How are we all doing? Okay, May's got us banned on the other account. Alright, looks like there's no TikTok live. We're banned on every fucking account. Holy shit, bruv. Is it really that hard to not get fucking banned? Holy shit, mate. Mate. How? What on earth is he saying on there? What on earth is he saying on there time after time to get banned? Time off. I don't, like, honestly, I don't understand. I just don't understand it. Really makes no sense to me. Really makes fuck all sense to me. I want to be able to actually hear the fucking music. Yeah, what we saying? What we saying? Let's let everyone get in here and we'll start analysing. I don't know, bro. It's just on TikTok. He would have got banned for a little. I'll be able to see actually. Let's see what he got banned for on TikTok. It weren't me, and that's what I'm saying. It was May. So I never really get banned on there, but somehow May still gets banned like every week. What young fucking melts. I'll tell you what we got banned for. What was the violation though? What was it? Wait, what? Oh, this one here. Oh, they've even provided a clip of it, bro. They've provided a clip of the supposed ban. It should be nice. People literally like bun zoots and that on fucking. Oh, so they don't have the video available. Sick. Hey, fuck it. Is what it is. The clip, you can't even see the clip, right? It just didn't load. What you saying, EK? Cam, what you saying? Decky Tips, morning, bro. Cam, morning. What you saying, Tommy? G Lungs, morning, Persistence. EU, morning, Lou, morning, bro. Morning, Trap. EU Lungs at the moment. Fair play. Let me unplug this. I think it's full. Who else we got? Who else we got? What you saying, V-Gok? What you saying, Ryan? Your dad, what you saying? What you saying, Michael? Bluegrass. That's how you know it's probably bullshit though. You're better quiet. I think my volume's just up, innit? Show the clip, whip it out. Wow, crazy. I don't even look, mate. Yes, Lou, I did 100k with a 5% yesterday. That's 200k in the last 8 weeks. Lovely. Lovely. You got an entry on EU, aggressive entry on EU. Yeah, this is an aggressive entry. Alright, let's get into it. EG, longer fire Fiji. Oh, don't even look, mate. Oh, fair enough. Looking for GU cells. Morning Fluxus, morning Bjorn. Bigfoot, what you saying? Ian, what you saying? Elliot, what you saying? Ben, yo, Ash, morning Lou. GU Shorts already TP'd. Lovely, bro. Field, the Asia. Liquidity, now time for Asia high. Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. I mean, if we look at the higher time frame, for me, we are just looking bullish. I mean, the only kind of annoying thing is the order block's not that clean. And we are still accumulating within the premium. We did want us to come down and fill that fair value gap there. So not the fair value gap, the order block. I did want it to come down here and then move up, but right now, let me change this pen color. Why is it green? Right, yeah, so basically in terms of the internal external, we're just bullish, right? So we took the high out, then we filled all the blocks, so we should rally up and break out the high. It's basically what we're hoping for. And then obviously we're seeing this candle looks like we're starting to manipulate it with CRT there. The low swept. We've got a high to trade into. Not the best CRT candle. EU and GU both have CRT, just not the best candle as well. So as for GU, remember yesterday from the stream we had that. Basically everything we wanted was happening pretty much. So we had the, let me get rid of this. Get rid of a few points quickly. Get rid of that. Actually, no, we'll keep that. Get rid of this. Alright, so you can see that 4 hour. We set that 4 hour low, so we've got that 4 hour high to trade into. Right, so again my bias was bullish. And the candle for, so that was the 4 hour, and that was part of the overall That was part of the overall daily CRT as well. If it an EU long, is it worth me closing my GU short? Nah, bro. It's your trade, innit? It's your trade's your trade. You got to think your strategy might be different to mine. Like, it's all about confidence, really. But yeah, we completed that 4-hour CRT. The only thing is, yeah, GU's just moving a bit weird, but I do think we are bullish on GU. I do think we're bullish on the pair. I mean, I would never tell you, man, to close it though if you're like your own trade. Like, it's just, yeah, we're coming into that order block. Basically tracking the order flow though. Why does it feel like there's so many lines and shit on the chart? Is it because the weekly to open's really close together? I think it is. That's 50% of the range. Even if we hide the indicators, we can see. So we had that 4-hour CRT, which has been completed. We've got that daily to now complete. And the order flow, as you can see, yesterday again, we sort of knew what was going on. We took the Asia high, and we came in, filled that 15-minute imbalance, moved up again. Asia session moved up again. So yeah, we should really move up off this order block. And the same thing for EU, really. I sort of knew when we was trailing around here, this was going to be accumulation, just by the way everything was set up. We knew that this was just going to be another period of accumulation. You look at DXY, for example. At that point, DXY hadn't actually taken anything, so this was the point in DXY. So you can see it was just accumulating. And the reason why that was extra, like why we had to take that into account double as much, is because you would notice GU took the high out, so it was obviously giving shorts, and EU took the low out, so it was obviously giving longs, right? And the DXY at that current time was just accumulating with him. So we don't really know if we're valid to go this way or we're valid to go this way, which is why obviously we waited for DXY to sweep, or we knew DXY had to sweep the high first and move down. So obviously that's our overall bias, that's our overall direction. Get rid of that. That's our overall direction. What's this? Two sex chat. Everyone drop a like on the stream. Let's push the stream out, boys. Let's push the stream out. Do you mind going over EG? Yeah, no worries. But does that make sense on... Does that make sense what I was looking for, what I was looking for? And then with this, it was just a live execution on the 30-minute. So another thing I noticed was... we had the 30-minute here. So again, at that point when we had the accumulation, we didn't really fully feel our imbalance. You can see the imbalance would have been there. We still had to come down further to fill it. And where the DXY was accumulating, we sort of knew that the DXY was going to come up to take its high. And at the same time, EU would then come down to take the low. And then we should get the move that we want in that direction. Okay, where the fuck's the trade just gone? Okay, it's just deleted the trade, but... Or did I delete it? Fuck knows. But yeah, with these ones, I'd probably go break even quite quickly, just because this isn't normally the way I enter trades. So if you are in this one, then you could on this occasion go break even. Right, let me read these chats. Let me scroll up quickly, read these chats. Yeah, morning everyone. Can you go over EG? Yeah, we'll go over EG. We will go over EG. Let's just double check the news. So we've only got one news today, and that is the unemployment claims of the dollar. It's at 130 though, so another reason why, again, I'm aiming for a slightly lower level, and I'll probably put my stop loss at break even, because I'm not trying to catch the whole move up to the top, because I know it's probably going to be moving quite slow. We got news, so remember, when news happens, we typically move sideways a bit. Right, and then when news comes, we'll have the big move. So what that means is you can get tapped in, tapped out, in, out, like that. You can move like that. So we don't really want that. We don't want to be in during accumulation. I just want to be in if we do get a genuine move, which is why I would potentially go stop loss at break even, because as I said, if it comes back, we're probably just going to have this jar in accumulation, which we don't want to be in for anyway. We'll go over EU though in a sec. Still daily bullish CRT on EU. Yeah, on that big candle, we still have got that. I don't know why mine's drawn off. Yeah, we still have that CRT of that main big candle. So again, what candle is this? The Monday candle. Remember, Mondays are always higher probability for CRT as well. And again, you can see we took the Monday on GU. So everything's really, what is this drawing, bro? Everything's telling us really that we should continue on the higher time frame, on the daily. Right now we're coming back to a re-entry on GU, so I don't know if anyone's still looking at GU shorts. But now would probably be your time off of this order block. Probably will tap it again. But yeah, if you did want to get in shorts. That's what I'd go for. For shorts, even though I wouldn't want to go for shorts though, in my opinion. Mate, it's so hot. It's honestly so hot. I don't know why it's so hot in here. All of a sudden. That's Lengy. Quang. Alright. Okay, let's see. If you remember the sells we took yesterday on EG Tuesday, price took liquidity on an old high, but I didn't take the Asia high. Yeah, you wouldn't want to take it if we don't take the Asia high, bro. We've got to take the Asia high or low. We've got to. So you can see we're reacting off this daily to open now. So we really want a decent close above it to confirm that we're going higher. Everyone double tap the screen, boys. Let's try to get 150 man in here. This is the day we're going to hit 150. So we need to pop off the live. Everyone like the stream, share the stream, drop it in Discord, tell people get on it. Let me see the chats. Can you look at GJ? Yeah, no worries. Do you think GU will come lower? I don't think so. But this isn't. Yeah, this is one of them days, boys, where you're probably better off just not getting in anything. Remember, it's not. You don't want to trade every day. We can trade this strategy every day. The Asia liquidity grab does show near enough every day, but it doesn't mean you want to take it every day. Right? It doesn't mean you want to take it every single day. So this is one of them days where it's not optimal to take it. So bear that in mind. Took your damn time. I'll put a limit on EU from the 3-minute inverse. I mean, yeah, we've got a big inversion here. I don't use the 3-minute time frame. I use the 2-minute. But yeah, fair enough if you did want to go on that. The RR is going to be slightly worse. Well, it's going to be significantly worse, really, but. Still decent. Obviously, it's just quite a tighter stop loss, but I mean, it's still on the low, so it doesn't really matter. I'll put a limit on the. Oh yeah. What are you looking for exactly? Morning Lou, can we get a target on Asia highs right on EU? I think that's a little bit far away, but you can target it, yeah. But it might take a little while. It's because we've got news later, boys, so it's probably just going to move sideways. We're not going to have that much movement. We're not going to have that much of a distribution. I don't believe so. Hence what he's saying, 100 man in there. Come on, let's go, Luke. Let's go, bro. On EU, the 5 minute, do you wait for the 5 minute FEG to be inversed before you take the trade? Yeah, normally I do, but this one we didn't. Yes, Lou, long time no speak. I'm back from holiday now. Hope you're all good. Hope you had a good time, Jim. EG, ALG, just got in GU cells. Fair play. People getting in GU cells. Price action has been beautiful over the last 2 weeks. Hope you've cleared up. Yeah, bro, we absolutely cooked. I can't lie. We absolutely cooked. People's talking about EEG, so we'll have a look at EG. Markets are back, Jim, trust me. Place the limit on EU, 3 minute, fair play. EU, I'm in an EG buyer, 15 minute, Asia low taken, fair play. A lot of people's buying EU, waiting for that free retracement to the 3 minute. Good luck, I've got into EG buyers, big up. GU equal highs Friday, FEG. GU equal highs Friday high, New York high, and 2 hour FEG just above this morning high. Yes, Lapo, so happy to be back. Come on, bro. How do you mark out daily trade opening? How do you use it? I'll get into that in a minute, bro. But daily trade opening is just part of our indicator. So if you go on our indicator, you'll be there. It's our own indicator for our members. It's called the Richet FX indicator. If you join the Discord, bro, I can send it over to you. Your charts are green ages I marked out, different to your trading view indicator for some reason, Lou. Yeah, I don't know why that is. Just copy my times in it. It's 1 a.m. 7 a.m. 1 a.m. to 7 a.m. 1 a.m. to 7 a.m. I really don't see an entry today. I'll be real. Fair play. Yeah, it's not the most optimal of days. It's not the most optimal of days, but like I said, this is why I say it's just about repetition, just about being in these markets over and over again, and then you know how best to deal with these non-optimal days. But yeah, if you didn't take a trade, there's no problem in that. Who's seen my new YouTube vid? Let me know what you thought of that. Let me know what you thought of that video, boys. Let me know what you thought of that. Again, we can see this fractal CRT playing out as well with this 30 minute. Again, that's that earlier accumulation that we was talking about. So yeah, we've got most things are going in our favour on this, so we should move to the upside. The only thing that I don't like is, like I said, it's a news day, so we are going to be hard pushed to distribute all the way up. Let's look at EG, because everyone's talking about EG. Thank you, brother. Holiday was sound, sweet. Looking for the lower. What about EG longs? No entry for me today. Yo, bro. Record, can you reply to Discord? Yeah, no worries, bro. No worries, Archie. Need a FEG to form for the best confirmation. Could be a reversal. Love that vid. 30 vid, mums. Appreciate that mood. Appreciate that, brother. Could see a reverse from the DTO. Vid was 30. Appreciate that, bro. I loved it. It was awesome. Let's go. News is tomorrow, Lou. Wait, am I bugging? This ain't wrong, is it? No, it's not. Yeah, it is today. It is today. Video was very good, clear, very easy steps to follow. Norwich, appreciate that, bro. Sometimes I think like the fat guy and the biggest move for the biggest money. Yeah, that's literally it. But I try to be as much of a Chad as possible. That's it, bro. When you put it like that, though, you see the two different types. That's why I quite like that video. It's easy to follow as well, do you know what I mean? It's easy to follow when you have like the Chad example. Oh yeah, I just realised my trading view's all jumbled up, ain't it? Isn't it? EU at the top, no, GU at the top, EG. Then I have gold, and then I've got UJ, no, yeah, UJ, GJ, no, UJ, EJ, GJ, JP. Yen basket, UJ, EJ, and Nasdaq Bitcoin, sweet. So let's look at these EG, because people are saying about EG buyers. So yeah, where's everyone's entry? Pound news tomorrow. Yeah, I know about it. I know the pound news tomorrow. It would have already happened anyway if it was today. You can see the momentum blatantly starting to come in though. We can clearly see that, which is nice. Let's first of all see if we tapped into anything on the higher time frame. So I'd probably say this is the order block we've tapped into. It's the order block we tapped into. Again, though, my higher time frame is bearish on this, so it is a bit of a tricky one. We'll mark out the trade anyway. Yeah, I'm personally bearish, so I wouldn't be getting into this, but we can see the pop of momentum starting to happen. Assuming people got in off the 15-minute inverse fair value gap, so we obviously took the Asia low. Turn on the indicator. So we took the Asia low, 15-minute fair value gap, closed above, retapped on, so that's your entry, and then you're looking for price to go to the Asia higher. So let me know if you did get in that. I didn't get in on this, but let me know if you did. Let me know if you did, people. This is a decent one on EG because this is the perfect EG, not the perfect EG trade, but it's big enough for you to actually take it. It's not like one of them ones where it's a 2 pip stop loss, 6 pip TP. Like we've got 15 pip TP, 4 pip stop loss. This is really good. Put my oh shit! I just realised this thing. It's impossible your YouTube won't blow if you're keeping this consistency. You are the realest trade I've ever watched. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that, my boy. Sorry, I drunk that bear loud. Yeah, we're gonna cook. We are gonna cook. The momentum's just gonna stay building. Like I said, boys, these streams are gonna blow, and I've got so much shit planned. You man don't even know. Like I said, I've got a laptop on the, well, not on the way in it, but I'm ordering a laptop. Oh shit. Let's close my fucking VPN. Spotify. Yeah, so I've got a laptop, I've got a PC on the way from a payout that just landed, so I'm going to order that and it should be here for Monday, and it's going to be 30, so the stream quality will be better. I've got all my stream deck and that. With the PC, I'll be able to use my stream deck, I'll be able to use my good camera. It'd be so much better. And then I'm going to Dubai, which is going to be 30 for the boys. So if you got on the 3 minute, you probably would have been, yeah, you would have been tapped in by now. I'm probably going to come out of break even here. I mean, unless you wanted to go on this entry. Everyone I can imagine is in right now. Yeah, as I said, if it's going to consolidate like this, I don't want to be a part of it. So if we hit break even, then that's fine. That's me out. MacBook Pro Trader starter pack. Yeah, mums, bruv. Wait, is MacBook Pro? Yeah, no, MacBook's the laptop version, isn't it? L that. Retesting this daily trope, and yeah, again, it's just weird price action, really. We can see the momentum started to come in the last hour or so. Really started at 8:30. So what I'm interested to see is where are all these orders actually coming from? Where are all of these orders coming from? So I'm going to use the fixed range volume profile. I'm going to select where we actually had the most movement and see where. Okay, so we can see majority of the momentum is actually coming from the buy side. So the volume, sorry, not momentum. The majority of the volume's coming from down here. If we go back a bit more, yeah, we can see. So yeah, basically in the whole morning, the majority of the move has been sells. The majority of the move has been sell pressure, but in the last, if we look in the last 45 minutes, you can see it's been all real buying pressure. Hence, we're getting, obviously we bought up and then we came into that next area of volume which is why we started to come down again. So we're just bouncing between these 2 points of pretty high volume. Again, when we have news for New York, big news at like 1:30, we do tend to move up, down, up, down, up, down. I don't know if this EU's been stopped at break even. Let's have a look. Okay, not just yet, but probably will be. Just tapped into that older block. Again, I'm not really bothered if he'd get taken out at break even. It's fine. If you need help with Streamlabs when you're on PC, hit me up. I used to do my thing on Twitch for a minute before I started trading. Yeah, sick. I'll hit you up, bro. I'll definitely text you for that. I'll definitely text you. It's mainly the I'm alright with the software, but it's just when it comes to connecting hardware, like the Stream Deck and all stuff like that. And like, you know, when it comes up with the sub. To be fair, I think I know the sub notifications and that. But yeah, I'll give you a shout, man. 100%. ALG played out on EG a lot recently. Trust El Slapper. I haven't really been trading it though. I was looking for EG sells over buys. That ALG looks like it might play out. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's just for me, the reason why I wouldn't take it is because my higher time frame is very bearish. That CRT high was swept. We've got that CRT low. You can see the overall trend has just been bearish. Adding that into the fact, as I said, we've got the CRT low. Sorry, CRT high, CRT low. Should trade down into it. The only thing we could say for the bulls is that we've filled this imbalance. So if we draw out the imbalance, we filled our internal imbalance. So we should go to our external high. I like OBS for streaming. Yeah, I hear that. A lot more people probably do use OBS in it than Streamlabs. But it's just, you know, when you're just used to it. You know what I mean? Chicken sardine. Alright, so we're doing on EG. Obviously for EG, we're back at there. Again, exactly sort of how we're expecting to go, really. Just slow movement really, sort of that consolidating move. I know we're genuinely moving to the downside, but we're not overly bearish again. We had this pop as well. You've got to bear in mind last night, that's a lot of momentum, and we are just slowly coming down. But we are at that point now, which is why we sort of wanted to have a look, but I'm staying out till next week. I think for tomorrow GDP, then I'll reevaluate Monday. Yeah, I don't blame you. Don't blame you, bro. Oh yeah, Tickerhawk Sam, I think I'll tell you today, innit? But I think you left before I actually told you how you got mocked yesterday. But remember that time when you thought you was rage baiting me? You was actually the one getting rage baited. Believe it or not. Because the whole time we said stop loss to break even if you're happy with your profits. Which is why we were sort of laughing at you, innit? We're sort of laughing along. But yeah, nice to see you in there again, lad. Pushing my views. Big up to yourself. I think I'll stay out for tomorrow. Fair play. OF is on 4 hours. OF? Wait, what? OF? What do you mean by that? Wait, what do you mean OF? Trust me, Elliot. Trust me. Trust me, he was playing chess, he was playing checkers. Unlucky, Sam. Got Uno reversed. Yeah, for real. For real, bro. He thought he was cooking as well. He actually blew off that TikTok page as well. I think today is a risky day for me, so no trades. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. Today is a risky day. We've got news at 1:30, as I said, so most likely we're just going to accumulate and move sideways. This is out at break even now anyway, so. That's that. And EG, obviously I'm not in this EG, I'm just sort of hoping that U-Man's positions run, but let's see how this one does. We'll keep an eye on EU and EG, but yeah, I'm not in any right now. I'm not in any, unless spreads haven't taken me out yet, which I'd rather not check, to be fair, because if it's left me in and we hit TP, I'll be laughing. What indicators do you use? All these indicators are all put into one, bro. This is the Richesse FX indicator. It shows you the daily True Open, obviously each session, Asia session, New York session, London, Asia. Daily True Open it marks. So it can mark at anything you want really. Prior day high, prior day low, stuff like that. Let's see how this EG does. This EG is probably looking the most likely. I'm off, boys. Sweet, Jim. Have a good one, bro. You think GU will come lower? As we said, bro, it's just moving to and from these 2 points. I'll draw them on again so you can see what I mean. Just moving off these 2 points, you can see we're getting big sell pressure from here. So overall for the day, for the whole morning, the majority of the volumes come from here. And then in the last sort of hour, from 8:30 to 9:30, where we've actually had the distribution, you can see recently the candles have got a lot bigger. You can see basically there's been a lot more volume in the market, right? And in that time, the most volumes come from here. So we're really just battling between here and here, really. We're consolidating between the two. Again, as I said, we've got news later. This is typical from a news day. We accumulate sideways. And that's exactly why I had my stop loss at break even on on EU. You man know I never normally would, but reason we had it is, like I said, news days, you might get a move, but you might even be like this, and then it will finally, even that, I don't want to be in for that. I don't want to sit in the trade for, how long would that be if we consolidate like that? 3.5 hours, and then finally move. I'd rather just get taken out of break even. So yeah, that one's a break even trade. EU, EG, yeah, I'm not in this one mainly because my higher time frame's bearish, but obviously we don't have any news for pound or euro pairs, so I suppose you will get pretty clean price action. It's just if we do want to rally to the upside. Who in the chat's in this EG? I know a fair man was telling me to check it, so let me know if you're in. My initial feeling for EG was bearish to prior day low, but I was wary of the prior day 50. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we said, to be fair, the other day. EG does move way nicer off of these premium and discounts, in my opinion, rather than order blocks and stuff like that, or fair value gaps. I did see a CRT up here though. I know it's not the cleanest, but it is. It's just the candles. As I said, it's EG in it, so EG has these broken candles. For example, right, the open of this candle. So this is a bullish candle, right, that opened there and closed there. Like, the candle just doesn't fucking make sense. So we're gonna have to actually draw it out to see if it is a valid CRT. Let's have a look what the candle actually did. Right, so what the candle actually did is, so we had the distribution here, then we had the open. Yeah, it was a peak opening gap, that's the thing. So we filled the gap, took the high, and then closed here. So yeah, it wasn't really a CRT, I suppose. It wasn't really a CRT. It would have been, well, to be fair, yeah, it would have been if the fucking candle didn't open down there, but the fucking Discord keep opening. I ain't taken a trade all week, I can't lie. Yeah, no, I don't blame you, bro. Nasdaq has been shite, yeah. I mean, we don't trade Nasdaq, but I think a few men in here probably do. Let's actually check Nasdaq, because, bro, I'll be real, I never ever trade it in it. I never trade it. Again, I was obviously making a point here about internal, external. But you can see, right, so we was basically saying we want to come off of an internal level. Oh. Want to come off of an internal level. And then rally to the external. Right, this one we obviously didn't mitigate the order block, and it was actually the fair value gap instead. So that was I left NAS to come back to Forex, and this system makes more sense to correlate with what you guys are doing. Yeah, that makes sense, bro. That makes sense, Fluxus, so don't blame me for that. Just to align with my system better, even if it's just in my mind. Yeah, no, it's a good shout, mate. But yeah, you can see we've come from the internal to the external. So again, we mitigated an internal, and then we move to external. And again, all you do when we have this is we just move again. So we have now the high and the low. So we've most recently taken the external. So now we want to fill an internal. And then take external again. Like that. Yeah, EG not really moving too much. Not moving too much. I want to see how the 4 hours looking like it's going to close. Still got confidence this one could play out, but as I said, boys, I don't really want to stay in for this accumulation. It's just not worth my time. So I'm happy to be out of break even on that. Here, again, we're just trading in between the two. So again, I know you, again, if you're leaving this live, like if you're like, oh, there's no trade and you're leaving, you're probably going to get cooked because you've got a TikTok brain. These days are just as important as the winning days. Them days that you see me where I win trades clean like that, boom, easy. This is just as important as that, because this is a day where we've got, this is a specific day where we have news at 1:30. And when we have news at 1:30, the London Open will move different. It will move different to how it normally does, right? And we have news at 1:30 pretty much every week. So there's at least one day like this every week. So essentially, by watching this stream to the full and paying attention, asking questions, you're going to avoid yourself one loss every week, which is over the course of a year, 52 losses. Let's say you take 2 weeks off, 50 losses, right? So by saving you a minus 50, we're essentially making you 50%, right? So, do you know what I mean? I accidentally left my limit on EU with wrong stop loss and got cooked. Oh, that is peak, bruv. That is peak. How come? Wait, how did you get... Where was your limit on EU? No, I don't think... On what? On EU, is it? To be fair, I don't think you're going to be that cooked, bro. I'll be real. Like, it hasn't gone that far down. It depends where you entered, innit? And if you entered up there, then yeah. Yeah, you can still trade Nasdaq and ES, but as Stu said, at a later date, once you've got the hang of how we trade, that's when you should be moving on to that. If I missed any comments, boy, just put them in again. I'm not ignoring no one. I'm just trying to read them all. For real, thought I moved the limit and went toilet, came back and got cooked. Oh, that is peak. That's why I always trade on my phone though, bro, I'll be honest. I used to trade on my laptop, but now trade on your phone is just so much better. Let's be honest, phones are essentially like glued to you. They're essentially part of your body now. You know what I mean? I done took that before, thought it, I took it off, then it ran to TP. Oh yeah, yeah. To be fair, that's probably one of the best feelings, low-key. Like, you feel so bad, but you feel so good. Like, you know you shouldn't be happy, but you just are. Cool, thanks. Slaps when you come back to the mentorship. For now, just want to follow alongside, nice and tight. Fair play, bro. Don't even go there, I'm retarded. New card wasn't activated, I'll be there tomorrow. Oh, fair play, yes. Slappo back in the mentorship, back in the pre-Londons. Big up to Slappo. Yes, I have learned heaps sitting through these sessions. Appreciate that. Persistence pays. And as you said, mate, persistence pays. Come on. What a bean. I'll be back. didn't think I'd need to move, to be fair. Prefer Forex. I was Forex before NAS. Yeah, thing is, boys, a lot of the stuff you hear on the internet, people talking about, oh, trade NAS, trade, it's all on the internet, right? Have you ever seen people trade it live, seriously, like me? If you've seen someone trade Nasdaq and ES live, London session, and they're cooking and they're doing well, then yeah, trade it. But if not, then realise Nasdaq and ES is like a trending thing right now, because ICT trades it and TJR, who's probably the two most popping names in the space, right? So people know if there's going to be loads of people that are trading them pairs, or not them pairs, but them assets, and getting cooked. So they know they're watching ICT and TJR getting cooked and trying to find a new strategy. So it's just good for views. Do you know what I mean? If I called my next video how to trade Nasdaq, it'd probably get more views than if it was how to trade EU. So people know it gets some views. It doesn't mean people are actually necessarily trading them. Watched the Audi yesterday. Today's a banging sunny day. Going to the kit. Oh, I already know what you're talking about. Wait. Watched the Audi yesterday. Took a banging sunny day. I go to the kitchen, look out the window, and the only Zafira is sitting there. I promptly get a message saying that needs cleaning. Wait, what does that mean? What is that? Oh, wait. Wait, what? Did you get sucked of your car? Wait, what? No way. What, so you looked out the window to see your car and this was parked outside? What happened to the Audi, bruv? No way you actually got finessed of it. Past 2 mornings been so boring, I'll be real. Trust me, bro, it has, but this is where the winners are made, I'll be honest. It means my wife's at the... Oh. That is jokes. Your wife's driving around in an EGDTO car. Oh, that is hilarious. How do I get your indicators? Just get in the Discord, bro, and I can send it to you. It's not available on the store. This is what it's called, but it's not available on the store, innit? So I've got to send it to you. It's completely free and that. Well, I should... Again, GU consolidated mad. Let's have a look at DXY. EU's doing all, like, I mean, EG, sorry, is doing alright to hold itself. I'll be honest. Someone said Euro JPY for Asia sells, didn't they? Looking like we're moving up off this. Don't know if anyone did get in on that. If anyone's in on any other trades, let me know. In it, rocking my number plate, trust me. If you didn't know, Stu, since joining us, obviously, you might know Stu anyway, innit? But he's copped a new car with our strategy on the, well, one of our strategies on the number plate. Stu's speciality strategy, the Daily True Open. The Daily True Open strat. Stu's got it on. Oh, mate, I can't lie, Stu. Surely next you've got to get it inked, innit? Surely that's step 2. First you got it on the number plate, now you need to get it inked. This one's probably gonna get cooked, but let's wait and see. To be fair, let me draw out this EU again, because I got rid of the stop loss, but I know some of you have probably fucking copied me. We'll see how it does. If anyone did jump in the re-entry. Markets are so hard. Yeah, it's because we've got news, bro. It's because we've got news at 1:30, so that's why the London session's accumulating. That's just typically what we have. But it's important, boys, you realise, don't just say the market's ass, because it is ass, but you've got to realise this for a reason, for a specific reason. So if you can identify that today, then you've got the pattern then. You know the pattern and you can identify it every other day and sit out for these days, as we normally do. For example, has there been any EU or GU signals today? No. Has there been any dollar pair signals today? No, there hasn't. Because we know that these days move like this. That's why we didn't send in any signals. That's why I didn't send this as a signal. Because I know what happens during news days. We move sideways, we accumulate. And once you know, so then you know what happens on news days. Then you know what happens on non-news days. You know what happens on Mondays. You know what happens on Fridays. You know what happens on Tuesdays when we typically have the high low of the week. It's just adding these. Once you know how to trade every day individually, that's when you really, really cook. That's when you really, really start cooking. I'm going to get rid chest on my right bicep first. Yeah, that's 30. That's 30. I would get it on my right bicep, but I think that. The thing is, I need to get more in shape though. Before I do, because my right arm's alright. I'll try to show. Oh, I won't even show you in it, but my right arm's actually decently, like, you can't really see in it, but my right arm's decent. But I feel like I've got way more to grow, like way more weight to put on, way more muscle to put on. So if I get it there, then I put on bare weight, and it's just like stretched out. I've always thought that, innit? Like before I get tattoos or anything, I want to be in my optimal, ideal shape, ideal build, or it's just gonna look shit if you put on weight or something. Do you know what I mean? Should I get DTO and an arrow pointed to my no, get why don't you just get liquid? Nah, what could you have? What could you have that would actually make sense? We all know why his right arm is decent, Gooner. Wow. Wow. I can't lie, the word Gooner as well, it's been a bit of a hit for Arsenal fans, I can't lie. We can't really say we're Gooners anymore. It just sounds like you just sit there wanking all day. Jerkmate ranked, he's off the charts. When there's ranked on Jerkmate, what is, obviously I've heard the advert, but what is it? I thought it was just like a normal thing. Jerkmate, what is it? I don't want to Google it. Man said Jerkmate ranked. You're gay to imagine a tat on my batty, big man ting. I'm gone anyway, man. Happy to see no capital lost in a day like this. If you manage to sit on your hands and lose no money today, you might as well label yourself as profitable. Trust me, bro. Trust me, Mood. Trust me, man. As you said, it's not always about making. It's about them days protecting your capital and learning. Why is it happening today? It's because there's news at 1:30. It's early. Remember yesterday? People saying we got news later, but it was at 7, right? It was at 7 p.m. So we wasn't really too worried. I know GU got bummed, but EU age liquidity was perfect. Really, it was a 4-to-1 Asia high swept 5-minute inversion, clean trade to the low. That was fine because if you look, the news was at 7 p.m. This one is at 1:30. So the London session is going to be directly anticipating that. I anticipated that. And I bought another little sloy bottle on the side. A little sloy bottle. End dog pointing to a hole. What else could he have? He could have like he could just have a Fibonacci there, innit? Could just be like this. You draw like an equilibrium. You could just have an equilibrium. That'll be pretty jokes. Let me just make this accurate, guys. Oh shit, no. Wait, shouldn't it be? Yeah, that's what you should get, Stu. Just an equilibrium there, innit? I swear there is a ranked Jerkmate though, like for real. Surely there's not. I really don't want to Google this because I just know what's going to come up is not going to be allowed on YouTube. Can't watch with sound on, but did he take this EU long? Shout out Miguel. Next week there's news all week, so in that scenario, what would you... Yeah, so let's go through... We've been placed all week, so let's go through next week. So first of all, Monday we don't have any news. It is a French bank holiday, which means the euro is going to move slightly slower, but obviously remember about the euro, the difference between the euro and other pairs. Someone get that man some headphones, trust me. But the thing about the euro is it's not just based in one country, like majority of the other currencies. Obviously, there's a lot of countries that use the euro. The biggest one being Germany, if you didn't know that. Germany is actually the biggest economy in Europe. It's also one of the only economies in Europe with a trade surplus, if you didn't know that, which means it exports more than it imports, which is crazy for like a European nation. But there you go. So, Monday will be pretty decent to trade. Shouldn't be too affected. Tuesday, yep, you're right. Obviously, we've got CPI on Tuesday, so this is a day where it's going to be very hard to trade. And then, to be fair, it's only month on month, but it's still big. And then same thing on Wednesday. You don't really want to be trading that. Retail sales aren't that big, but unemployment claims it is. So yeah, no, you are right, really, bro. Pretty much the whole week next week is going to be difficult to trade, pretty much the whole week. And you'll probably, again, make sure you're here next week so you can see how I trade in them type of weeks. But yeah, man, yeah, you'll notice, man, you'll notice a difference. Once you like see it, you'll notice it forever. But you can see, like on the days where we don't have news, at 1:30, so you look, for example, Tuesday, no news, we got the clean high, inversion, low. Again, yesterday we didn't have any news till 7. We got the clean high, swept, moved down to the low. Today, where we do have news, you can see we swept the low. And what did I say would happen? We're just going to accumulate, move sideways, not really do anything. Like, what have we actually done? Nothing. You know what I mean? We've not actually moved really anything. That's all we've done. So, and that is the only day where we've got news at 1:30. So, make sure you're in next week. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot when you're in these labs next week as well. Yeah, if I missed any comments, boys, just put them in again. Yes, like I said, I'm not ignoring anyone. We're just getting the maddest accumulation right now, as we sort of knew we would. Let's do a bit of a redo of our higher time frame on EG. So again, we're seeing a bit of kickback. Again, we called EG unreal. We called it off the first fair value gap there. Called that whole leg. And then we called the retracement all the way down. And then we called buyers off of here beautifully. We had CRT at both times. That's how we caught the weekly so well. So we knew we had an internal fair value gap to mitigate. But we also at the same time had CRT. You can see low swept traded into the high. And then when we came down to the order block again, we had CRT. Low taken. Traded into the high. So you can see at these order blocks and these crucial points, that's when we're looking for the CRT. That's when we're looking for it. But right now we're just having a little bit of draw. You can see that accumulation this whole week's just been dirty. We're rallying up. We're just accumulating now. Again, like I said, we've got this 4 hour that we should really take. But we'll see. Pretty better off looking at this on a higher time frame rather than like your 1 minutes. Better off just looking on the 1 hour. It looks a lot nicer on the 1 hour, I'll be honest with you. If this closes bullish, then it actually looks decent on the hourly. But if it closes bearish on the hourly, it's not looking too good. Again, EU not really doing too much. Who in this live's got drip? Sorry, boys, 2 6. Sorry, boys. Sorry about that. AG testing up at drip. Yeah, like wears nice clothes in it. That's what drip means. Who's got drip here? Let me know. Who wears nice clothes and that? Let me know who's got drip. I like to think I still got drip. I'll be shopping at Zara now. Yeah, no, to be fair, I'd go Zara all the time. Zara's goated. Zara is goated. I'm off now, Lou. Learning from the best. Have a good rest of your day. Sweet, Elliot. Have a good one, bro. Have a good one. Again, it's moving exactly how we predicted. Just consolidating. Let me know any other pairs you're in that we can look at. Gold moving mad. Everything's just consolidating right now. Tells us this news is going to be big later. For sure it's going to be big. I got Alibaba 2 £3.25 t-shirt. Fucking hell, mate. Why are you ordering t-shirts of Alibaba? You can get one from Primark for like £3. There's no need to go to Alibaba. That's like the maddest. Wait, let's actually have a look. It doesn't say the price, does it? £4. Just get on Primark, G. Yeah, £3.35 is brazy, good quality too. Yeah, fair play. We'd have to buy like 500 t-shirts. Yeah, trust. You're gonna have to love that style of t-shirt, because fuck me, you'll be wearing it for the next 2.5 years. But who's got drip? Let me know, bruv. Richessa making moves, boys. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Richessa making moves. Primark is for gay boys. Isn't it? And Alibaba isn't. If you're wearing... And also, bro, you know Alibaba's meant to be like blanks. You're not supposed to Like it's for design, it's for like customized stuff. You're not just meant to fucking buy it for personal. But anyway, I said Primark's for gay boys. You in any pairs? No, I'm not in anything right now, Abdullah. I'm not in anything at all, bro. So anything you man are in, let me know and we can try have a look. Everything's just sitting still at the moment. Got to be some next type of batty man to shop at Primark. Can't lie, you got to be some next type of absolute freak to shop on Alibaba. Who goes, alright, let me see, what should I search for? Alright, well I want a t-shirt, where should I go? I don't know, let me go to a Chinese wholesale website. Like what? I don't know how your brain works, coming from the guy who has a skull, who has skulls. Mate, Skull's like a Jeffrey Epstein, bruv. He's like, no one wants to be associated with knowing Skull. It's like having Skull as your friend on Discord is like being on the Epstein list. Hey bro, look at this as well.
Didn't just beat Forest in the football game, but they're also going to beat them in the size.
Look at the lads. Bro, look at this though. Look what he's got on his feet. Wait. My man's got the Sundeko Rascals on. Imagine turning up to a meet and jeep with them on. Them absolute rascals on. Someone said no grip socks either, it'll be all over the place. Oh mate. Mate, is there anything worse? Epstein isn't dead, he's alive on his island. You can go to his island now, innit? People have been there and that. Well, you can't go there, but people have. You tell me, I haven't heard of him in ages. Well, if you haven't heard of him in ages, then... Can't lie, you've probably been... Well, I can only assume you use Instagram. You use Instagram as your main source of, like, entertainment and, like, knowledge throughout the day. I'm not gonna lie, like, the biggest thing about Jeffrey Epstein that ever came out, sort of came out, like, 2 days ago. They basically said there was no Epstein list. They said there's no list, essentially. So, yeah, they're basically... Ghislaine Maxwell's in prison for 20 years for no reason, basically. Epstein apparently killed himself for no reason, because there is no list. That's what came out. It's pretty mad. Donald Trump said like hundreds of times, oh, I've seen the list, I've got it on my desk, it's gonna come out, it's gonna come out. And then, it didn't come out. Come out and said that it don't exist. Yeah, anything else you want me to have a look at, react to, questions you got, anything you want to know, just ask, boys, because the markets are a bit dead, so just ask anything, any questions, anything you want to know. They talk bare shit, trust me. They think we are simple, trust me, bro. But no one realising, do you know why, bro? Because the Diddy trial come out a day before, and you think that's a coincidence, bro. It is not at all. Not at all. They bring up the Diddy trial, right? So there's 2 massive trials, right? 2 massive trials. Diddy trial and the Epstein trial, and they released the Diddy trial verdict. He gets found innocent or whatever, and there's a big media storm about it. Everyone's talking about it, shoved in your face. Diddy, all of this, all these jokes, all these memes. Everything's Diddy, no Diddy, everything. It's like, oh, Diddy. Everyone's talking about Diddy. No one even knows that same night at like 2 o'clock in the morning, they released that the Epstein verdict was over and that there was no thingy logs. But no one cared because everyone was talking about Diddy. And everyone was like, oh, Diddy. Why do you think, boys, they let you say that Diddy's like, oh, Diddy controls the entertainment industry with Beyonce and Jay-Z underneath him? Why do you think they let you say that? They let you say it because it's not true. You couldn't tell, you're not allowed to say conspiracy theories like the actual conspiracy theories about Epstein, you're not allowed to say it because they'll censor it. The reason they let you say all this shit about Diddy is because they know it's a distraction and they want you to talk about it, because it was going on at the exact same time as the Epstein thing, and the Diddy thing's like thrown in your face, and then the Epstein thing's just quickly swept under the rug, and it's like, oh yeah, you hear about Diddy? Stupid shit, man. But people are too gullible, bruv. People are way too gullible. Diddy party in the UK will go hard. And this is what I mean. We got guys like EK that's meant to be actually like, we just heard something goes, a Diddy party in the UK would go hard. The list Epsteined itself. Yeah, trust me. Literally, bro. Can you remind me of your stop loss? You had a pip roundup or something. Yeah. So, but you always want to round it up. So if your stop loss is on the low like this, 4.8, you always want to round it up to the nearest whole pip, so 5. Main reason, well, there's 2 main reasons for this. First of all, it means your lot size is going to be like a similar amount every time. So if you know, a lot of prop firms get onto you about consistency rules and stuff like that. If you've got like an exact 5 pip stop loss or 4 pip or 6 pip, it will start being the same numbers every time. That's one. And the other thing is for spread. So if it comes down to like here, you're going to get stopped out, right? So by rounding it up to the full pip every time, so if it was 4.8 before you rounded it up, so bang on the low. If it came down to there, you probably get stopped out. But if you round it up, it just gives you that extra little bit. So if it actually doesn't hit your stop loss, you'll stay in. Because you man know, like, a little bit before your stop loss is when you'll get taken out. Same way, a little bit before your entry, you'll get tagged in. Yeah, use a position short, not price. Yeah, bro. Diddy party, but only 6+ figure funded traders can come, so Skull can't come. Is that the only exclusion? To be fair, Diddy party, what is it, freak off? Go on, I'll let you organise it, EK. I'll just sort out the tickets. I'll let you organise it, innit? I'll let you organise it. Sounds like that's right up your street. Thank the Lord I can't come. Sweet, and got it. No worries, bro. Instagram and knowledge in the same sentence. Trust me. Trust me. Look at this though, bruv. In the last 40 minutes, we've not moved genuinely an inch. In the last 40 minutes, we've moved 0.2 pips. Exactly what I was saying earlier, boys. This is why I had my stop loss at break even here. If we weren't going to run, I knew we was just going to accumulate and move sideways. So I don't want to be in for that, even if we do TP. Keeps giving us hope with his little candle popping out, and then that's it. Sound, bro, I'll do it. I'm going to buy a penthouse in Canary Wharf. Sweet, bro. Sweet. Let me know a date and it will be there. Will be there. To be fair, penthouse is a bit of a... Actually, no, it's not really. Oh, mate. Going to go gym and forget about it. I'm holding, gonna go gym and forget about it. Fair play, Josh. Just remember, we do have that news. I went and dropped my daughter off at her mate's, came back, it looked like Lou was frozen with how much it had moved. oh, yeah. The thing is, it does this as well, and the candle just rejects. Like, really? Just don't fucking move. Like, it'd be actually more fun to watch if the candle's just printed like this, like genuinely flat. That would actually be quite cool to watch and just be flat. But no, you got to edge us, come up a little bit and then come down a little bit. This price action is killing me. Tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it. But again, it's easy to sit in the markets when it goes straight to our TP. This is what actually builds your psychology. You'll finish a Diddy party with a Kiki Winker, like an empty headlock. So I'll give that one a miss. That was a crazy like an empty headlock. Oh my days. I just realised what you said. That is so funny, bro. Like an empty headlock. Oh, that is brilliant. Gone nowhere. Trust me, bro. Trust me. I want goggles and 3D candles. Why is this not a thing yet? 3D charts. They probably... Oh, shit. We should invent that. Fluxus, just do some shrooms and acid before you hop on the charts and it'll be 3D. Wow. I mean, yeah, you could do that. Probably be slightly difficult to trade, sticking to your strategy if you're on shrooms and acid, but someone's got to try that. I will. Oh, we should do that for a video, bro. That would be 30. Just pop shroom. Well, not acid. I'm not fucking Ozzy Osbourne, but shrooms. Pop some shrooms and just try it. Like, fund an account with like $1,000 in. And just pop some shrooms, trade it for an hour, and like vlog it, and then see how it ends up. See how the account ends up. That would actually be bare fun, bro. And it'd be good to see the result. Like, imagine it actually works. I just want Apple Vision Pro so I can just live in arguments. Oh, wait. I just want Apple Vision Pro so I can just live in augmented reality with charts all over my front room. Bro, I swear down, you better not see. You'll end up like this fucking guy. End up like this fucking guy. Just glued to Bloomberg, bro. That'll be Stu. So that'll be Richess Live there, Trading View there, Bloomberg there, Forex Factory there, a bit of Sky Sports News to hear the transfers there. And then like a video of Subway Surfer there just to keep you like locked in. Oh, there's Wally. This guy's kind of G though, isn't it? Alright, let's go. Maybe I've already done too many. Yeah, might be too busy having an existential crisis. Third eye ripping right open. Bro, imagine your third eye rips right open and it just starts, and you can see the candles before it's printed. Like, you can see the next candle. Imagine it. Like, imagine how unreal that would be. Do you reckon anyone's tried that? Like, in the world? Actually, to be fair, they definitely have, but not the age of liquidity grab. I feel like 2 grams of shrooms in the age of liquidity grab. I don't know if I'll be able to do it live though. I'll try. And obviously I don't know where because I can't do it in Dubai, so I have to do it before we go. But it's all over your walls, not floating like a screen in front of your face. Yeah, true. Because then you just have a screen, right? Yeah, true, so. Yeah, you place them wherever you want and they stay there forever until move. Bro, imagine you forget to delete it though. Like, imagine you have something on the wall and you turn it, you're like, oh fuck it, like it's scared the life out of you, bro. Like, imagine you're watching YouTube and it's on autoplay, but you forget to delete it. You go downstairs and you can just fucking see, like, well, to be fair, you probably know what it is, innit? Bro, it's brazy though. That stuff is brazy. I find that mad. This is the guy who's protecting us from stop loss, so we should be good. Want this to close above the high, really. Alright, we're starting to move. Well, can put your Costa order on the counter on a noted go away for a year, then when you return it will still be there at the counter. Yeah, that's mad. That is mad. To be fair, let me actually see. What are they called? Apple Vision Pro. We want this 5-minute candle to close above this, and hopefully we can actually start moving. We've got our little man there to help us now.
Apple Vision Pro versus Meta Quest 3. Can your silly Apple toaster do this? Apple Vision Pro versus Meta Quest 3.
That's not even the fucking Apple Vision Pro then, is it? One minute left till that candle closes. Bro, can I see someone using it? Like, is it that hard? It's the only one who's just calling it.
This is me nervously waiting for my Uber while wearing the Apple Vision Pro. Well, it's not actually an Uber because there's no Uber or Lyft app on the Apple Vision Pro yet. So I'm using this app called Rides with a W and Z. It must not be the most popular app because there's only 3 drivers in my city. When my driver got here, I got in the car and met possibly the kindest man I have ever met in my life, Nima.
Is that fucking... Sorry, hang on. What's he called? Ant and Deck. What the fuck's Ant's name? This fucking guy. Did man have Anthony... What's he called? Ant McPartlin as his fucking Uber driver.
Look, he even has a charger in the back seat so I can charge my headset, which is handy because the challenge that I'm doing right now is that if my headset dies, I die in real life. Just kidding. The challenge is actually just surviving 50 hours straight without taking the Apple Vision Pro off. I know. I'm talking shopping, cooking, working out, sleeping, showering. When I got out of Nima's car, I accidentally said, "Love you." I don't think I could possibly come up with a more awkward scenario, but it happened. So if you want to see me survive 50 hours in Apple Vision Pro, tap here. This is me
Said a whole lot of nothing in that fucking video. Okay, yeah, we've rejected. Brilliant. Right, boys, I'm probably going to jump off now because, I mean, the market's not really doing anything. Bro, I've got a bot pretending to be you messaging me on Discord. Yeah, boys, you get bears of them. Remember, just message me through the Discord, innit? Put Scorpion from Mortal Kombat above the drag to TP. Get over it. Oh my god, I can play darts and have the charts around the board. Oh shit, yeah, you could have... Oh yeah, yeah, and you could... Yeah, that'd be sick. You could have the charts and then darts, and then on the right you could have like the score thing for the darts. The Russ Bray app. Yeah, boys, if there's people pretending to be me, then it's true that I have a good day. Cheers. Yeah, boys, appreciate you tuning in though. Like I said, Mace will be live for the New York session later. Big up to everyone who's been watching. Yeah, and obviously news day today, so quite a small day, just accumulating, moving sideways. Nothing lost, nothing gained. Just one of them days, man. So hopefully you learn a little bit more about news days, how to trade them, etc, etc. If you haven't already, I've got a new YouTube video that I've just released last night, so everyone go watch that. It teaches you a little bit about my strategy and stuff like that. But yeah, don't get scammed, innit? Message me through the Discord. You've got to find my name, it'll be in gold, and then message me. If you want mentoring, signals, one-to-one, prop firm passing, anything like that, send me a message. I'll message you back straight away. And boys, appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Sweet.